So, I mean, let's talk a little bit about the pushback that we've seen against this bill already, both from liberals and conservatives, sort of on the political spectrum here. Some are saying it's unconstitutional. Some are saying that even if it is constitutional, it will be incredibly hard to enforce. What do you make of some of the feedback that the new law has received?
Well, I think you're right. It's going to immediately be challenged, and I think it's going to be tested in court in a lot of ways. And there may be, in fact, First Amendment concerns with how it is structured. I don't know, and I think the courts will have to decide that question. But I think more broadly, this is what we see in a lot of cases is states taking action first, on key issues in which they want the federal government to move. And so success sometimes isn't actually the point. The last time that Congress took a big swing at the tech companies was in 2018 with FOSTA SESTA, which was a sex trafficking bill, centered around what was happening with Backpage. Backpage was effectively sex trafficking minors using Section 230 as their protection. Now, you saw a number of states try to ban that practice, and over again, their laws were struck down. But because states were so aggressive on that front, they forced almost the federal government to take action. They were the tail that wagged the dog in many cases. You see this also with the Department of Justice lawsuit against Google on antitrust grounds. That did not begin with the federal government. It began with 50 state attorneys general saying, you need to do something here. So to me, regardless of whether this law stands up to scrutiny or not, almost isn't the point. I think DeSantis is setting out a roadmap for a number of states to follow, and in doing so, really put the pressure on the federal government to move in this case, which they haven't. They've had a number of opportunities, and they just haven't done anything on big tech. And I think the states are getting really impatient.